Okay, welcome you all for today's video. Today I am going to explain very special thing because in our laboratory we know so many students come into this lab and they are doing experiments. However, they don't know the basic things. What is this basic thing? Before starting every chemical experiment, we have to clean our glasswares. So there is a procedure for cleaning of these glasswares before start experiments. Today I am going to explain how to clean properly these glasswares. So stay with me. I am Hasan Kalingwarachi. Okay, let's start the cleaning process. I am using safety glasses. However, in washing, it's not necessary to use safety glasses. However, normally in lab, we are using safety glasses every time. Because of that, I will wear this safety glass. Okay, these are the very special glasswares in laboratory. This is a burette. This is a burette. We are using burette for titration process. And this is a bulb pipette. And this is a graduated pipette. It is 10 ml graduated pipette. This is 25 ml bulb pipette. However, there are so many pipettes which contain different volumes. However, these three glasswares are very important in lab because in quantitative determinations of some chemicals, every time when we are dealing with quantities and volumes, we are using these measuring devices because we can measure volumes up to 2 decimal points. Its accuracy is up to 2 decimal points. So very accurate glasswares are these glasswares. So however, these glasswares calibrated in 20 degrees of Celsius. However, usually in our country the room temperature will be vary. So we will neglect the effect of temperature when we are dealing with these glasswares. However, in nowadays so many labs they have air conditions, so they maintain the temperature of the lab using these air conditioners. However, we are not going to talk about that. I am going to talk about the cleaning process. How can we clean these glasswares? Okay. Here I have another glasswares, volumetric flask. When we are preparing standard stock solutions or working solutions, we are using this volumetric flask. We are using this volumetric flask. Okay. On the other hand, we can use this type of conical flask, Erlenmeyer flask, and beakers. Day to day life, we are using these glasswares. So how can we clean these glasswares before using in experiments? First of all, I will start from burette. Okay. The correct method. Here I have distilled water, and I poured some distilled water into this small can. Okay. Wash bottles. Here I have tap water, and here I have detergents. So first of all, we have to wash. So there are three processes when we are using these burettes. So first one is washing with tap water. Second one is rinsing with distilled water. What is the difference between washing and rinsing? Washing means we are using some detergents. We are using detergents for this washing process. However, after washing with detergents and tap water, we have to remove the remaining detergents. Because of that, we are using distilled water. That process is known as rinsing. So first thing is washing with tap water. At that time, we are using detergents also. After washing tap water, we are using distilled water to remove that detergents and tap water, because tap water may contain so many metal ions or other ions and some impurities. They will interfere with our experiment. So we have to remove the tap water and detergents both. And we are using distilled water. This distilled water doesn't contain any impurities. We assume that because distilled water is preparing by using distillation method. So many impurities and ions will be removed at that distillation process. So we consider distilled water is very pure one. So we are using distilled water to rinsing. That's the difference between washing and rinsing. First of all, we have to wash this glasswares. Okay. Here, first of all, I will use tap water. Here I will add tap water. This tip of the wash bottle do not touch this burette. Okay. Keep some distance and we will start washing, and we have to open the tap and we will wash outside also. Mainly inside we will add some sufficient amount of tap water, and you can see the water level is here. So this is vertical position. When we washing, we have to get the horizontal position and we have to swirl very well. We have to rotate like this in horizontal position. So all the whole wall will be washing. If we place our burette in this position, what will happen? In this position, the lower side will be washing. What about upper side? It will not. So we have to turn into this horizontal position and we can adjust the water level like this. Okay. And same time we can use detergents also. We will use detergents and we will use brushes and we will wash properly. However, in this situation I am not going to do washing with detergents. Just imagine or just assume we used detergents and we washed. Okay. After washing this burette by using tap water, I will start rinsing with distilled water. Okay. Like this, I will add distilled water to burette. Here I open the tap. However, after draining some amount, because I want to rinse the tap also, because of that I open the tap. Okay. And I will pour like this. However, now I close the tap and I will fill some amount of distilled water and I will turn into horizontal position and I allow solutions to go throughout the tube or burette. Likewise, I will swirl, I will rotate in horizontal position and I will allow the solutions go from here tap to this edge. So I can manage that. Likewise, I will rotate this burette. Likewise, I rinsed. Now I open the tap and tap also will be rinsing. Okay. Okay. Now I rinsed the burette, and as the same manner we can wash and rinse both this graduated and bulk pipettes. Everything is cleaning like this burette and pipettes, especially these two instruments we are washing with tap water. Next we are rinsing with distilled water. However, after that, after rinsing with distilled water, again we have to rinse this burette and pipettes, both instrument, by the relevant solution what we are going to measure. Okay. Now I have a standard solution I prepared. Okay. Here I have a standard solution which I am going to add to this burette. So if I add this solution directly into this burette, what will happen? Now I rinse it with distilled water. So inside of this burette there are some distilled water particles. If I add this standard solution which have particular concentration, it will be diluted because of the distilled water inside. So first of all I have to rinse this burette with this relevant solution before adding. So I will get a beaker, clean beaker. Same thing I have to do here. I will wash this with tap water and I will add distilled water. Okay, I will add small amount of solution into this beaker and I will swirl it very well and I will rinse it with the relevant solution, because I am going to add this solution into this burette. I will add a small amount into this beaker and I will pour. So when I am filling this burette, always we have to take this into the bench. Okay, I will add a small amount of our relevant solution into this burette and I will rinse it with this small amount of solution. Okay, like I said previously, get the horizontal position and swirl very well and rotate. Likewise I will rinse all the walls inside. Okay, like this I wash again. After that I will open the tap because I want to rinse the tap also. Okay, now tap also rinsing with the solution. After this rinsing, I can fill this burette with the standard solution. Okay, here now I completed the cleaning process. First tap water, next distilled water, rinse with distilled water. Thirdly, burettes we rinse with relevant solution. Okay, now I can fill this burette by using our relevant solution. What we are going to do in titration. So this solution will use as the titrant. However, I am not going to talk about the titration. You can fill out this solution. However, cleaning process is that we have to first wash with tap water and detergents. Secondly, we have to rinse it with the distilled water, and thirdly, we have to rinse it with the relevant solution. A small amount of solution we add into this burette and we rinse with that solution, because if we directly add the solution into this burette, what will happen? In previous step we rinse it with distilled water, so the solution will be diluted with that remaining distilled water particles. Because of that we had to rinse it with the relevant solution also. Okay, so cleaning of burette had 3 steps: tap water washing, distilled water rinsing and solution rinsing. 3 steps. Okay, now I clean the burette. Okay, I will keep aside that. Next thing is pipettes, both bulk pipette and graduated pipette, same procedure. What is that? First of all, we have to wash with tap water, like here. Outside also I will wash. Initially I will add tap water, so I will keep my finger at the tip and I will fill with tap water somewhat amount. Okay, I will keep it in this horizontal position and I will swirl very well, and I will rotate it and I will clean whole glassware, and whole wall will be washing in this manner. I will tilt it, so washing is efficient here. Okay, after that I will remove the tap water. After washing with tap water, we will use distilled water to rinsing. Okay. Here I add distilled water. After add some distilled water, after rinsing, I will keep my finger at the tip and I will fill distilled water up to some amount, and again I will turn it into horizontal position, and I will, because inside there are some distilled water, filled distilled water, I will rinse the total area inside by this swirling process. Okay, I tilt and I will rinse everything inside, every walls. Likewise, I rinsed, and next I will remove the distilled water. After rinsing with distilled water, we have to take a small amount of particular solution what we are going to measure from this pipette. So here my stock small amount, I will use a small amount of stock solution. I will get a small amount of stock solution into a clean beaker. This beaker also here we will wash with tap water, next distilled water. After that we will rinse it with a small amount of this solution, and I will fill some small amount, and I will use this pipette filler to get some amount of solution. Okay, I got a small amount, and I will remove the pipette filler, and I will rinse this pipette with that small amount of relevant solution. Okay, likewise in horizontal position, likewise you can see total area, inside area is rinsing with the relevant solution. Why is it important to rinsing with this solution? You may argue with me, washing with tap water and rinsing with distilled water is sufficient. No, it's not correct, because second time we using distilled water, so inside of this pipette there are distilled water particles after rinsing with distilled water. If we directly add our solution, if we directly measure our solution, what will happen? Solution will be diluted because of that water particles. Because of that, first of all measuring, we have to rinse this pipette with the relevant solution also. Okay, at summary, this burette and pipettes, both graduated pipette or bulb pipette, doesn't matter, both are pipettes. Pipettes and burettes, we have to wash in three manner. First one is wash with tap water and detergents. Next we will use distilled water. After that we have to use the relevant solution to rinse. Okay, three processes: washing with tap water, rinsing with distilled water, and rinsing with relevant solution. These are unique washing techniques and rinsing techniques for this burette and pipettes. However, when we are dealing with other glasswares, it is somewhat simple, because first of all this type of volumetric flask, conical flask, every glasswares we have to use first tap water. We will wash them with tap water and detergents. Here detergents, so both are using, and we will wash with tap water. After washing with tap water, we will rinse them with distilled water. Okay, likewise this. We have to shake very well, we have to clean very well. Okay, few times we have to add distilled water to remove all of the detergents and tap water. Okay, likewise we cleaned our glassware, and after that these glasswares we can dry by using oven drying method or desiccating, or we can add some amount of acetone. Likewise we can dry. So washing process is this. As the summary, burettes and pipettes, both burettes and pipettes, we washing with tap water and rinsing with distilled water and relevant solution. 3 steps for burettes and pipettes. However, in normal glasswares, beakers and volumetric flasks, initially we wash with tap water and detergents. Next, we will rinse them with distilled water. That's all. After that, we can dry them using oven drying method or other drying methods. These are the basic things in chemistry lab. First of all, starting any chemical experiments, you have to clean your glasswares. So this is the correct method. Please remember that and keep in your mind. We will meet another video. Thank you so much.